special scooter today, guys. It's called the Mukuta 10 Plus. I'm so happy to bring it to you. I'm at 198 miles right now. I'm gonna ride it for 2 more miles. I always wait 200 miles. I feel like it's a good amount of time to really feel out a scooter. So I'll see you guys in 2 miles. So fun that it's almost dangerously fun. And if you get this scooter, I really want you to upgrade your safety gear. Get a nice helmet, get a nice jacket, get something at least like this. If you wreck, you're not going to break your ribs, you're not going to die. You're going to protect your head, you're going to protect your knees, you're going to protect your hands, protect your eyes, your face, your whole head. But you need to wear protection on this thing. I even have protective shoes on. They're motorcycle shoes called Style Martins from Italy that have ankle protection in it. Help me stabilize my ankles in the event I come off. So there's all these protections that you're gonna need if you're debating getting a hyper scooter like this. Right through this. Too easy. Not even a question of if you're gonna make that gap. Here's a hill coming up that I test a lot with different scooters, and a lot of them this year were single motor scooters. So we'll hit it on second gear with this, and I'll just show you what this can do up a hill second gear, because it rips. Moderate hill, already at 30 miles an hour. Crushes it, 32, 34 at the top. Yeah, we let up the gas at 34. It's so much power in this scooter. It's just a pure adrenaline rush. Which, to be honest with you guys, you start out on slower scooters, you sort of feel it a little bit. But once you get going about over 30, 35 miles an hour, and you got a fast scooter with good brakes, you end up feeling like you're flying. Hello. Because you are flying, basically. And you got the brakes. These brakes are nut. Same brakes that are on my Vsett 11 Plus. We're gonna stop and talk here in a minute. And the thing about this scooter though is it's basically built off another brand called Vsett. You know what you're already getting when you buy this scooter because it's built off of Vsett. It has sine wave controllers. It has a bit different, tighter suspension. The ride is nice. Now I'm going to preface this by saying I never rode a Vsett 10 Plus, okay? I had a 010X very similar to the model right before that. So I know how these C-type suspensions can be. And the thing about this is it's really stable. Even up to full speed, I'm not experiencing speed wobbles, which is crazy. It has a tight suspension. What you looking for? Yeah. This is what this scooter's about. It's ripping the trails. Look, guys, you just gotta be respectful when you do this. Obviously, you see me passing all these people nice and slow. That's what it's about. You keep your eyes way ahead, see them coming. Make sure you're not being dangerous. But our speed limit here is 25 on this type of trail in our cities. And a little buffer zone. About 5 miles an hour, so I usually keep it 30 and below. But I'm just showing you guys this scooter because obviously it's a killer scooter. Alright, we just hit 201 miles. Let's talk about this bad boy. This is my favorite scooter of the year. Welcome to the Mukuta. Alright, if you guys watched my reviews before, you know that I always start from the handlebars and move my way down. So we'll start up at the top. Obviously, if you're familiar with the Vsett 10 Plus, this is very similar handlebars to the Vsett 10 Plus. It has the same style of grips with the blinker right here. Easy to reach with the thumb. Has the same style button module here with the horn and the dual motor button. Has the same nut brakes that my Vsett 11 Plus has here. It has the same folding handlebars as the Vsett 10 Plus. Honestly, that might be one of my complaints, is they do come a little bit loose while you're riding. There's got to be some fix for that. I just haven't looked it up yet. That, or I will swap out the handlebars. Very easy to swap the handlebars. Talking, you know, 40 bucks. You can get a nice solid handlebar on there. Spend a little more, you can get something really nice like that with vibration dampening in it. Handlebars easy to change out. That's not a deal breaker for me at all on this scooter, because that's not what this scooter is about. This scooter is about being related to Vsett. And if you guys follow Vsett at all, they recently came out with this screen, this throttle, that for their their scooters, and it's compatible, obviously backwards compatible with the Vsett 11 Plus, Vsett 10 Plus, so on. And so a lot of people have been putting that on. And what they've done with Mukuta is partnered and designed another scooter, the Mukuta 10 Plus, obviously. It's a different brand from Vsett, sort of a sister brand, but I don't want to say anything at this point. Just know that it is obviously related because it has the same components. And after that, all I know is that they helped to engineer it. I don't think they're at all the same company. They're a different company, but they do share maybe the patents on certain things. I don't even want to say that, but that's what I suspect, just so you know. This new screen, hold this to turn it on. Gonna flash card, same as with the Vsett. You're gonna need a Mukuta key card. You can obviously program that to any other sort of chip. You're in the screen. The screen is not the brightest during the day here. Obviously you can see it has on the left the gears, which we can turn up 1, 2, 3. Very beautiful. At night it's amazingly beautiful screen. I love this screen, and honestly I don't spend a lot of time looking at screens anyways. I'm usually focused on the road so I don't die, but that's a good thing about this scooter. It does have a beautiful screen. When you're riding at night, you really appreciate it a lot. On the right hand side obviously has the speedometer. Has all the same P settings as the Vsett. Basically very similar controls. There is no boost. The Vsett 11 Plus has a turbo button. This one just seems to be in turbo all the time. I'll tell you right now, it's super fast. And heading down the stem here, we do have this nice hook. That is nice. You can put a couple grocery bags. Moving down, very nice pentagonal stem. That's how I'd call this. There's 5 sides to it. Very strong feeling. Coming down, very nice paint job on this scooter that you can tell right away when you get it that it's just very glossy finish. It's been very well clear coated, I would guess, or something, because it's just beautiful. The way the shine on it is beautiful on it. And as we move down, we have this new folding mechanism that is similar to Vsett but has this little extra locking part right here. We can unfold that. I'll show you. Comes with this big hook here. Obviously then this folds back. Folding mechanism. We'll fold it back down. This has not gotten loose at all. That's the first time I've even unfolded this the whole time I've been riding it. Super tight stem. Yeah, like no movement in that thing. Moving down, this is gonna be one of my only complaints here. Beautiful job on everything on the scooter, and then this is plastic. And you can't tell from pictures or anything online, obviously. And it kind of rattles a little bit. I think mine, the screw might be messed up. I kind of hope they're gonna fix this before they send out the scooters to everybody else and they know about this. And this is sort of a test model I'm working with. But obviously I'm going to tell them about this small complaint and have them keep an eye on it for everybody. But the light itself is actually pretty amazing. It has two lights here, and it's actually functionally very good. A lot of scooter headlights suck. I'll tell you right now, you light them up and they're like totally worthless to go anywhere at night. But this one, you can easily ride 30 miles an hour at night with this. It's pretty much a floodlight. It does enough to flooding the path in front of you. And there's a little controversy about headlight placement these days. This one is attached to the frame of the scooter, meaning when you turn the handlebars, it doesn't turn. It stays straight. A lot of scooters obviously have it up here. When you turn the handlebars, it turns it. And that means when you're turning or when you're riding at night, it gets a little bit shakier. This is a lot more smooth when you're going around corners. And honestly, I think it's a lot nicer. Now let's move down a little bit. You can see these shocks from the back. These are beefy. I was told today they're 110 millimeter in the front, 125 millimeter in the back. We're going to be looking for upgraded shock options for this, potentially air shock or hydraulic with rebound adjustment, but just something that you guys can put on for pretty cheap to mildly upgrade the ride on this. I'm not going to say you even need it because the ride is phenomenal on this. It's just something that we're doing in our Facebook group, which by the way, we've created a Facebook group for this. It's just coming out. There's going to be a lot of questions and a lot of feedback, and we want to have a spot for everybody to talk about this. If you guys are really interested in this scooter, come check out the Facebook group. We're going to be posting in there, answering all the questions and debating this scooter as it comes out. Pretty much everything else down here is standard. It's got the 10-inch Toy, which is the best brand of these style. Hybrid 10x3 tires, all-terrain tires. They're good for the road or some light off-roading. I've done a bit of off-roading, done a lot on the road. They're good. The only problem is they don't last that long, especially on a super high-power scooter like this. You're probably going to want to just splurge and get PMTs. It's worth it. Spend a little bit, get some nice tires that will be able to outlast a little more of the tire spinning, because it is a very powerful scooter. You will be spinning the tires. That's just how it is, unless you turn it way down. But to me, that's half the fun. So you definitely want to have to upgrade the tires into some real nice Italian tires. Now these have 1400 watt motors, it's plenty of power. And the special thing about this over the Vsett 10 Plus is it has sine wave controllers. I'm actually going to pop the deck open later and check that out myself. Check out the battery, check out the inside compartment, and see how the pack job is. I always like to see that. When I think a scooter is really good, it's worth it to take the time to check that out for everybody. So we're going to take a dive in there, and I'll see you in a second in the garage. This is almost identical to the interior of a Vsett 10 Plus, so I'm happy with that. They've also routed the wiring a little bit different coming down the stem so that it's a lot more concealed. Gives it a lot cleaner look. Well, we're back from the garage. All in all, this scooter's gonna be coming out in about 1 or 2 weeks by the time I post this video. So stay tuned. I will keep this description updated with the price, the updated website. Their website is still under construction, so don't even spend your time going and visiting that right now. I would wait a couple weeks and then it'll be totally updated with all the specs, all the pictures, all the videos, everything that you need to make a decision on this scooter. Thanks for watching again, guys. I'm so happy to bring you this scooter before anybody else in the world, basically. So Scooter Gang out.